Okay, welcome to the latest production line video blog. I am Cliff Harris, or Cliffski. I'm the designer and programmer of the game. I thought I'd show you a map that I got sent that seems to run incredibly smoothly, frame rate wise, despite being really huge. I can't remember the name of the person that sent me this map, but if you recognize it and it's yours, thank you for sending it. It's pretty impressive stuff. It's kind of huge. I think this must be a custom map, right? I didn't design. Look how much marketing is going on. Imagine like just the yo-yo bills would be ridiculous, right? It's pretty impressive. This it all seems to work, and like I say, the frame rate is fine. If I put it on triple speed, it's fine. This is in free play. You don't have to. You can play the game where you just mess around, right? You don't have to sort of play the game properly. So money is no object here. But still, I'm pretty pleased with all this. It's running pretty good. So I'm going to give you a little run through of stuff that has changed. I didn't do a video last week because of slackness on my part. That was more because actually what I was doing was really kind of like under the hood stuff, as we would say. So there's very little to show for it, but it would be important. One of the things that I have changed very recently is very low level stuff that would make save games smaller and also a bit faster to load. You will never notice this unless you have a map this big. And I hope to support even bigger maps, because why not, right? But it would make a difference in those cases. So yeah, there's a bit of a performance change. Basically, I got new updated software for this. I used to use two profilers, one called AQ Time and one called VTune XE Amplifier, which are both kind of sort of high-end things. And I just got the updated version of VTune. So I'm going to be doing a little bit more of that, mostly because I enjoy it, and also because I'd like to be able to put a lot more variety into the game. One of the things that has come up in the... Hang on, that's a bug. That should not be there. See, it's only... Isn't it crazy? That's weird. It's only when I sort of showing off the game that I notice certain things that are wrong. I need to look into that. That's not right. Anyway, let's ignore that for the time being. That's not on the wrong angle. Anyway, yeah. So one of the things that has come up recently, when I ask people what they want to be their priority on the game, one of the things that I just sort of threw out there to see if anyone cared about it was more variety of machines. In terms of, not in terms of gameplay, but in terms of how they look. So for example, if you look over here, this whole sea of blue here, so this is, I guess, how would you describe it? Hang on, this is accessories. Oh no, that's engine. This is accessories. Let's go to, I guess it's the sort of chassis assembly part. So a lot of these slots here look quite similar. So here we're putting the hood on, yeah. And here, oh, we're also putting the hood on. There must be something else. Here we're putting like the body shell on, right? But there's not much here that sort of says this is body shell, apart from the fact that you've got like a rack of body shells, yeah. So other than that, it's, you know, they're the same welding robots, and you know, we've got these little guys with workbenches and stuff here, but there aren't that many individual machines. Now, if you look at stuff that does have individual stuff, if I go to engine and wheels, this isn't, oh, tyres. Oh, he's not making anything locally. Damn. The machine that makes tyres is really distinctive. The machine that makes wheels is very distinctive. I will prove this by just launching my game. So, boom, I'm going to relaunch the app just because that's the kind of guy I am. Yeah, so if we go to stuff like this is where we're making sensors. We've got a special dedicated room with like laser etching going on and stuff like that, right? And if we look, where would it be? Where would it be? Tires, 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 wheels, tires. Here, look, we've got a special machine that makes wheels. the suggestion is that we have a lot more stuff like that. So you could be looking at the map and you go, oh yeah, this must be the wheel making area. And you look at that and you go, oh yeah, that must be the area that makes this. If you look at battery production stuff, it's pretty distinctive. We have all these chemicals being mixed to make battery cells. And then we have like these special robots here, which I really love, that pick up individual battery cells and put them in battery packs. I think we need more of that, a lot more of that. And maybe those need to be faster. And here we have stuff that's actually sort of welding together little battery packs on pallets, which you don't see. So what do you think about that? Would you like a load of more distinctive stuff? One of the other ones which I'd like to show off actually, where would it be? It would probably be here, is airbags. I don't know if you've noticed, if you make airbags, I don't think I'm making any, am I? Oh yeah, here we go. I really like this, right? Look, we've got this thing here that slides up and down on like a cutting table, which kind of supposedly like cuts out the pattern of cloth that makes the airbag, or like cuts it into sheets. And then you've got this little stitching machine here that actually judders up and down. If you look really closely, you can see it like juddering up and down to do the stitching on the airbags in order to assemble them. And we've got, look, these little dedicated rolls of airbag material there. I like all that. And I like kind of arranging it, and I like commissioning the artwork for it and everything. So it's good to know that some people are interested in it. Okay, lots of edits going on for all sorts of complicated reasons that I won't bore you with. Something else that has just gone in kind of like on the spur of the moment is this, the ability to rotate cars like this on this screen, which I think is kind of cool if you like that sort of thing. It turns out this was like trivial to do. Most of the effort was putting in these buttons. So hopefully people like that. What else has been going on? There's been a lot of like behind the scenes stuff. I should talk about what's going to go in next, actually. What should be going in next is customization. So, for example, yeah, if you look at this slot here, the floor is this pattern. If you look, not slot, but like lot, this is that pattern, and this is that pattern. I have all of the graphics. I just need to spend the time, and this is a light color, to allow you to paint the floor, basically. So you'd be able to select any of the different like floor textures and just paint all over it. I've also got a few little things like doors for staff and little charts on the walls, like health and safety charts and technical charts and everything, that I think it would be cool to allow you to place down. This is what I mean by like cosmetic items. I'd quite like to put this in because I like the idea of people being able to build like their factory. This is quite important to me. The game that I play most of the time, believe it or not, at the moment is Battlefield 5, and I really like customization in games. I like it when you can like customize the avatar in a game, and I think that it's important to have that level of personalization and customization in games, because I think it feels a lot more personal, and it feels more like you're doing what you want to do, not what the game designer thought that you should do. So I really like stuff like that, and I'd like to be able to put loads of it in the game so you can design the factory the way you want it. So if you have ideas, and this is especially directed at people who actually work in car factories, if you have ideas on kind of there's something that's in where I work all the time, we see these things everywhere, we see this everywhere, and I never see it in your game, I'd like to know what. I'd like to know what kind of customization you'd like to put into the game, because I'd like to give the player as much control as possible. So let me know what you think about that. So that's something that I'm about to start work on. Other stuff coming up. Annoyingly, there's a holiday called Christmas, so there will be that, I guess. Beyond that, I am going to have a look at the level editor, because I know the level editor isn't very good and is frustrating to people. And when I look at it, I think, oh my god, what a mess! So I will be dealing with that. Something that went in research-wise is, what do we call it? Water-cooled welding. So welding is, I think if we go here, no, I have to find a particular slot. I have to find a weldy bit, which would be, where would that be? It would be, or possibly here. Liquid cooled welding increases speed by 5%. This is a new thing that you can research. I think this is just in the unstable build, but obviously it will make its way into the main build soon. I've just realised there's actually a gap over here. Look, there's a gap in the space-time continuum. Look, you can see it there. I can actually get rid of it. Look, wow, it's amazing. It's like reaching through space. Anyway, yeah, obviously this video is all over the place and I made a complete hash of it. I will get the hang of it one day, I promise you, and the next video will be much better. Next video will be Christmas themed, if nothing else. In fact, it probably will be. My god, it'll be Christmas Eve. I will do a better video with better things in. It's just, it's been a little bit complicated and messy at the moment, and making this video was hassle for reasons I just cannot begin to describe. Anyway, this is Production Line by Positech Games. It's still in early access. Always interested to hear your feedback. Even if the feedback is, Jesus, plan what you're going to say in your videos before you make such a mess of it, Cliff. Anyway, loads of cool stuff coming. Thanks for playing the game, and I'll be more coherent next week. Bye.